Shelby here today, and today I decided to do a makeup tutorial for you. I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet, but it's going to be this. So it's going to be very bold, very fierce. Maybe I'll call it Black and Blue Fierce. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, if you'd like to see how I achieve this look, then please stay tuned and I will jump right into it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by using a concealer around my eye area, and I'll do my eyes and then I will work on my face. I'll save that to the absolute last. So I'm just going to take my, Maybelline New York Fit Me, I think it was called, and I'm in the color 15 Fair. And I'm just going to apply this under my eyes, like that. And then I'm just going to take my blending brush. Next, I'm going to take, out of the Naked palette, just going to take the color Naked. So for those of you who don't know, it's almost like almost a nude, but a little bit darker than a nude. It shows up really nice. It's just a nice base on your eye, just to give it some color. And I'm just going to apply to any type of eyeshadow brush. This one's just from Eco Tools. So whatever you have will work just fine. So yeah, just mattens the eye. It doesn't give any sort of, it gives it a little bit of color, but not too much. So next I'm going to take my L'Oreal Infallible Lacquer Liner in the color Blackest Black, and it just comes in a little pot like this. And it comes with its own eyeshadow brush. Not eyeshadow, eyeliner brush. So I'm just going to use that. And I'm just going to apply this on the tops of my eyes and wing it out. And you just want to keep it very dark, and the line very thick. So next up, I'm going to take my black eyeliner, and it's the same thing, Infallible Never Fail eyeliner in the color Carbon Black, and I'm just going to apply this to my tight line and to my waterline. So the next step, just to make it a little more matte, a little more chunky, I'm going to take just a black eyeshadow and just pat it on over top. And I'm going to be using just the eyeshadow brush that came with my Naked palette. And so I'm going to be taking out of the Smoked palette by Urban Decay, the color Blackout, and tap off the excess. So I'm just going to apply this on top of that liner that we just applied. And there we go. Now I'm going to take a small smudge brush. I'm not sure. Oh, Source. I got it for Christmas in my stocking. My mom got it for me. It's just a little blender brush. So just anything small and stubby like that will do perfectly well. And I'm going to take the color black out again. I'm just going to smudge this into the lower lash line. Doing this will just intensify the black liner. And it'll also help blend it out a little bit better. Alright, so that is all for that part. Now what I'm going to take one of those new eye pigments that I got. And it is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the color Black&Blue. And again with that little blender brush that I just used, I'm going to pack it on just over top of the black. Well, a little bit more than over top, but and then I'm going to do the same thing on the underneath. And then I'm just going to blend it into the lash line. Alright, so that is it for the eyes. Actually, I lied. I'm going to just apply a nude color just on the brow, just to highlight the brow area. Again, from the Smoke palette from Urban Decay, I'm going to be using the color Freestyle, and I'm just going to apply this on the underneaths of my eyebrows, just to give it some definition. But I don't want something super white to take away from the fierceness of the blue and black eye. Alright, so next I'm going to move on to my face. I'm just going to be taking my CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. I'm in the color Buff Beige. And I'm just going to take this with a kabuki brush and just blend it out. Alright, so now last thing I'm going to do for my face is just take my Physicians Formula powder palette, and I'm in the color Translucent. I need to get we'll break into my new one soon because I'm almost out of that one. And I'm just going to set all of the concealer and the foundation with the powder. So I'm just going to Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to contour, and I'm going to use Benefit Hoola bronzer. So it just comes in a black box like this. And there is the bronzer for you. My contour brush. So any contour brush will do perfectly fine for this. Just going to take a little bit, and I'm going to make a fish face, and I'm just going to press it onto the underneath of my cheeks. So what this does is just add some definition to your face, and since this is such a fierce look, I think this is a very important step to this process, just because, you know, you just want a very structured face with this crazy fierce eye. So I'm going to take the same thing, and I'm just going to blend it into my temples and my hairline. This again will just structure your face more. And what I like to do, because my face is a little square slash heart, I like to apply it right here just to give my chin a little more definition. Perfect. Alright. So the last step before we move on to the mascara is just to apply a highlight color. And I'm taking the Physicians Formula again in the color Translucent Pearl. So I'm just going to apply this to the tops of my cheeks and a little bit into my temples, down the center of my nose, and on my Cupid's bow. And the brush I'm using is that contour brush again, only because that's the only one I have. But any brush that you find suitable will do just fine. Alright, so that is that. Now we're just going to move on to the final step. You guys can apply false lashes, but I'm not into false lashes, so I'm just going to do a couple coats of my Falsies Volume Flared mascara. I'm going to apply this to the top and the lower lash line. So I unfortunately don't have any lipstick down here, but if I did, I would have applied a nude or a very soft baby pink color to pair with this. And yeah, that is the final look. I had already filled in my eyebrows from my previous makeup that I had on today, so it's nighttime. I think it's like almost 12 at night, and I was bored, so I decided to film another video for you guys. So I didn't include that in, but I'll do another. You'll see it at a different time. But yeah, that is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye! Alright, so next I'm going to take my L'Oreal Infallible liquid liner in, lacquer liner. 24-hour lacquer liner. I'm pretty sure it's called. Oh my god. My Quo